Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today I have another general reading for you. As always with a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a timeless message depending on what timeline you're on. It can Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today I have another general reading for you. As always with a general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a timeless reading, so it can be past, present or future. Depending on what timeline you're on, Spirit will always guide you to a message that you need to hear exactly when you need to hear it, okay? And for the ease of channeling, I am going to use the pronouns he and she. But if they don't resonate for you, that's absolutely fine. Swap them out for ones that do. Okay, so I keep hearing native drums, and I keep being shown in this deck there is a card, a drum card, okay? It's a native drum, and I keep being shown that card, okay? And I heard the drums of war have been sounded. Now, before I get into the message, I'm going to give you some signs and synchronicities that this message could be for you, okay? So, native drums, Native Americans and Indians. I don't know if that's the correct term, so please don't come at me. But you get the idea. Pocahontas, trees, but specifically a willow tree. Scales to represent the scales of justice. Grandmother, okay, there's a grandmother energy around you, maybe in spirit or maybe still alive, but it's very protective of you. Her energy is protecting you, okay? The song from Pocahontas, Listen With Your Heart, part 1 of that. And I listened to it, and the message I got off of that was trust your intuition, clarity is coming, okay? Also from Pocahontas, Grandmother Willow says, KK, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, KK Natara, and then you will understand. So clarity, again, clarity is coming around a situation. If this is not clarity for you, this is clarity for others with regard to situation, okay? I'm just looking up at the screen, and I don't know if you're seeing this, but half of the screen is kind of out of focus and half of it is in focus. So it's kind of like the clarity is coming in, okay? Also, Mulan, again with regards to ancestors and the protection of the ancestors. And the song, I'll Make a Man Out of You, okay? During that song, they're being prepared for war, being prepared to go up against the Huns, okay? So I feel like Spirit are preparing you for war, or they've been preparing you for war, okay? If you've been in hermit mode, Spirit have been preparing you for war, okay? This doesn't have to be a physical war, okay? This could be a spiritual battle. It may just be with regards to just making sure that your energy is protected and standing your ground, okay? But the message that came through was the Spirit are not playing, okay? Justice is coming for anyone who tried to fuck with the chosen ones and their divine connections. And then I heard justice for the twins. Sacred feminine and dark karmic feminine are going head to head. Again, this doesn't mean physically, this could be spiritually, okay? Or it could be verbally. I'm not seeing at this time a physical altercation. I don't think it's going to come to that, all right? And again, Spirit keep repeating, be careful who you attack in the physical because you don't know who protects them in the spiritual. And this has come up in at least one other reading. I'm sure it came up in the reading I did yesterday. But Spirit repeating it be careful who you attack in the physical, because you do not know who's protecting them in the spiritual. All right. Any dark or lower vibrational energies and entities are jumping ship and abandoning this person or this group of people for messing with a chosen one, because when you mess with a chosen one, you mess with God. Okay. This person or this group of people know that a divine masculine, a sacred masculine, is protecting a divine feminine, sacred feminine. Okay. And they want to try and bring him down and get him out of the way to get to the divine feminine, sacred feminine, because they are plotting and planning to get divine feminine on her own to attack. Okay. They can't get to you. Where's my other page gone? Here it is. Your ancestors, though, are coming for justice. The scales will be balanced. This person will receive their karma for attacking you, trying to destroy your reputation and turning others against you. Those who believed the lies they were told without question and attacked you will also be held accountable and will have to face their karma. They are going to be angry and embarrassed when they find out that they bullied you for no reason, and everyone involved in trying to take you down will be humbled. They will need to swallow their pride and apologise. That doesn't mean that they're going to, okay? But they're going to be encouraged, for want of a better way of saying it, by spirit to do that. So we're going to get some more messages with regards to this feminine, this sacred feminine, and this, or divine feminine, depending on what term you want to use, going up against this dark karmic feminine. Okay, so let's get some messages and guidance around that. See what else we can get out about this planned attack. What else does spirit want us to know? Okay, I'm not going to take those all to one for now. So what else do we need to know about this karmic dark feminine and this sacred feminine going head to head, please, spirit? What do we need to know about this? There we go. Snake, shed old skin. You're going head to head because you're closing out a cycle. The cycle needs to end. Something needs to change with the snake. Yeah, you could take it as someone's being deceitful, being sneaky, slithery, slimy. Someone's a snake, okay? You could take it literally like that. But the snake sheds its skin, and when it sheds its skin, it's reborn. So it's about regeneration. It's about rejuvenation, rebirth. It doesn't have to be negative, okay? But the fact that it's enclosed in a cycle, it's like, this could go either way. But either way, this cycle needs to end. One way or another, this cycle needs to end, okay? Somebody needs to... Something about, I'm seeing a snake shedding its skin. This is about letting go of the past and moving forward. And somebody not being able to let go of the past. Or let go of a past version of you. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Someone not being able to let go. Right, okay. This dark karmic feminine can't let go of an old way of being. This is a way that this person or this group of people have continued to, this is how they've behaved in the past. Okay. And you came in to show them another way. Okay, you came in to show them that there was another way. It could have gone a different way with you, and you came in to show them the way of abundance, the way of true abundance from a firm and stable ground. And but they didn't understand this. They couldn't accept this. They couldn't let go of their toxic ways, the behaviors that were no longer serving them. Okay, so ultimately you so they were like the snake, but holding on to that old skin that needed to be shed. They were like reluctantly letting go. They're being forced to let go. This could be that they couldn't let go of you. Okay, they couldn't handle changes. They didn't like the way that you were changing and that you were becoming something better. They wanted to hold on to the old you, but in doing this they wanted to hold on to their old ways of being, and they wanted to stay. You transforming and shedding everything that no longer serves you was showing them where they were stuck and stagnant in their lives, and where they'd been settling, and they didn't like that because they didn't want to do the work. They're going through, or they're going to be going through, that they're being forced, encouraged and guided by spirit to do the work. Spirit are not going to make them do the work. If they don't, like, you came in and it was a case of spirit saying, like, these people have had their time, these ways are not serving them anymore, we're going to send this divine, this sacred feminine in to help transform these people, their situation and their lives, and make their lives more abundant. But they created resistance. Okay, they created resistance. They resisted you. They didn't openly I can't find the right words, but they didn't like the changes that you were bringing in. Okay, they didn't like it. They wanted the changes, they wanted better, but they didn't like the fact that you were doing it. It was either that they didn't like that you were able to come in and do it, or that you were bringing these changes, because change is scary. Okay, they don't like change. This person does not like change. They were losing their grip on something, and I can see them like holding on tight and like not wanting to let go. And it's almost like this. I can see the snake pulling the shedded skin back up on itself. It didn't like it. Oh, okay. What Spirit is saying is you came in and you revealed to these people who they really are, and they didn't like it. They didn't want to. Okay. You being around them forces them to look at themselves. You hold them accountable without holding them accountable. You just being around forces them to look in the mirror, that you were triggering, that you were mirroring back at them their own insecurities and their own fears and their own trauma, and they didn't want to look in the mirror. So they saw you as the problem. They see you as the problem. And when you're not around, they were like, if we can get rid of you, then these problems will go away. You're the problem. You're the reason these problems exist. But you have now moved away and these problems are still existing. Okay? You've continued, but what they tried to do in the process was like bring you down and make you feel insecure, so that they felt like they were on the same level as you. You never saw them as being below you. You saw them as being equal anyway. You don't see yourself above or below others. You see that everyone's on the same level. But because they need to shed their ego, you triggered their ego. They perceived you as being in your ego and thinking that you were above everybody else, but really what it was you showing them how they perceive themselves to be, that they believe that they're above everybody else. This is, I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is like a wife or a mother. So, but I'm hearing like the head of the family, the head of the table. There's this dark karmic feminine perceived herself to be the head of the family, and you came in and indirectly, not intentionally, challenged her standing within the family. She thought she was going to lose her position in the family if you, what, because you were around, okay, because you were exposing her. But what, so they were trying to get you, this person or this group of person was trying to get you to shed your skin of your self-confidence, your self-worth. They were trying to peel that away from you, and instead you transformed anyway, and instead of shedding your confidence and your self-esteem, you came out more confident. You came out with a deeper self-respect, self-love, a deeper respectful self, and shedded them, okay? You shedded them. You shed everything that they were saying. You know, they were saying you were this, that, and the other, and you were like, no, I'm not. And you transformed, and you let go of all that. You let go of them. You were going, okay, if that's who you think I am, that's absolutely fine. That's your prerogative. You're allowed to say what you think about me. But you were like, okay, well, I know that's not who I am. I'm just gonna release you with love and wish you well, but I'm going to go over here and I'm going to continue on my path and do what's right for me, stay in my life. Like, basically, these people could have stepped up or stepped out, and they didn't step up, so you said, okay, well, if you could clear the doorway, please, because you're preventing all the good stuff, all the blessings, all the abundance from coming in. Okay, this looks like an apple to me, but I don't know if it's supposed to be. No, it is supposed to be an apple, but I was going to say a pomegranate. So there's something to do with fertility. Okay, that doesn't need to be literal. That could just be with regards to birthing something new. Okay. Trader came out while I was channeling all that, and it says exchange energy to create abundance. Exactly that. You were like, okay, I know who I am. I know that this is not, I'm not who you say I am. You knew what they were trying to do. You knew they were trying to eat away at your self-worth and your self-esteem, and you transmuted that energy into something better. Okay, you transmuted it into more self-confidence, more self-esteem. If these people want to see you as you think you're better than everybody else, then let them say what they want about you, okay, because you know the truth, and that's all that matters. And now they're angry because you've transmuted. Like, how did you know what we were? How could you see what I was doing to you? Okay, how shapeshifter? Yeah, you've transformed and unveiled your gifts. You've stepped into a new version, a higher version of you. We've got the snake again with the transformation. Okay, you know, seeing things from a higher perspective. Like this lone wolf, you have no problem being a lone wolf. Okay, underneath that we have broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. You were like, okay, well, I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to stay in this energy of peace. My life is more peaceful without you, and I'm just going to stand my ground quietly over here. You didn't feel the need to defend yourself. This person wanted you to defend yourself, okay? Because it gave them a sense of power over you, and you took your power back by not defending yourself. You traded how they were trying to make you feel for how you wanted to feel, okay? You traded... It sounds awful, but you traded them for peace and abundance. They weren't bringing you peace. They weren't bringing anything to the table. So you stepped away. You stepped away. Let's get some clarification. And this made them angry. Your energy is very, very peaceful. You don't want to fight. But you might have to. And I don't mean that in a... you're going to have to physically fight them. What I can see is this person... I do feel like that this could be a verbal, and that this person is going to come at you saying this, that and the other to trigger you, and you're just going to stand there. You're not going to say a word. You're just going to let them finish, let them get it all out. You're not going to take it personally. It's almost like this person's going to come at you, say this, that and the other, and you're just going to look at them and go, are you done now? Do you feel better? Because you understand that, because you've got no desire. They're trying to trigger you, okay? They're trying to trigger you. So you are, in some sense, going to go head to head with them, but it's more a case about you standing your ground. But when the time comes, there's going to be something that you say to them that stops them, that puts a stop to this, okay? So you are, in a sense, going to have to fight back. The Hierophant. Look at that. King of Pentacles on top of, effectively, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be to do with regards to a... This could be to do with regards to a marriage or some sort of commitment. Something is definitely coming to light. The Moon card can be a card of secrets and deception and lies, okay, things being hidden. But on this card, this cloaked figure is walking towards, the moon's this way, the cloaked figure is walking towards the moon. So I'm seeing like he's walking towards the truth. The moon is also about intuition, okay? You trusted your intuition and had faith. You went deep within yourself. You went deep within yourself to reveal the truth of the situation. Or maybe you didn't understand at the time what was happening, but you trusted and had faith, and you listened to your intuition, and you knew something was off, and you just trusted your intuition. You didn't question it. And now, because you've done that, things are being revealed. You remain stable. This could be about your faith and your belief in the divine. You trusted and had faith in spirit, and that they had your back, and that this was all happening for a reason. and that eventually the truth would come out. So let's get some more clarification on that. Yeah. So can you see how she's like isolated? It's like they wanted to isolate you. They wanted to attack you. They wanted to make you feel left out in the cold. But actually this opened up opportunities and choices for you. And you could see what they were doing. It wasn't nice, but you trusted and had faith in the divine that it was all happening for a reason, and that reason would be revealed to you in time. And for some of you, that reason, like, you understood that there was something more was going on. That yeah. Someone chose conflict and drama. Someone purposely came after you. You didn't do anything wrong. Someone purposely came after you. But you broke away. You freed yourself. You freed yourself from the conflict and drama, and they don't like that. This could also be about this karmic feminine, because what I'm seeing these staffs, these rods, as people. This could be a family situation. It doesn't have to be. It could just be a group of people that you see as family. It could be colleagues, co-workers. It could be it's just a group of people, okay, whatever resonates for you. But I'm seeing this as the dark karmic feminine, okay, and these as other people that she's tried to turn against you. She made a choice to turn others against you because she was feeling pushed out, because she was scared that she'd lose her standing within this group of people, that she would lose her influence over another person or this group of people. This could also be a karmic couple. But this is also representative of her or a group of people trying to come between you and your divine counterpart. Because you see how this staff is above the four others? This karmic feminine had influence over others, and she was scared of losing that influence, and that's why she's mad, because she thought she'd won. You'd gone into hermit mode, and now you haven't. Ten of Pentacles. This could definitely be a family situation. With the Ten of Pentacles, this could definitely be someone within the family, or a group of like family members. But it could also have been an attack on your finances, your stability, your abundance, okay? Because abundance comes in many different forms. Someone could have tried to attack your career, tried to prevent you from following a specific career path, okay? On the bottom of the deck's Three of Swords. This person wanted to cause you heartbreak. This person wanted to cause you heartbreak because they were hurting. This could also do... Someone could have... I was going to say someone could have love bombed you. You had a new opportunity. Okay. You had an opportunity in love. This is, for some of you, this dark karmic feminine wanted to destroy your happiness because you had an opportunity with regards to, this is to do with you and your counterpart. This feminine was heartbroken over your love life and you having a new beginning. So for some of you, this karmic feminine could be like a friend or a family member that thought that their relationship with you was going to change because of you getting into a new relationship, that the dynamics of that relationship were changing and she didn't like it. So she tried to come between you and your masculine or your feminine to control. She was losing control of you, like, and didn't, it was kind of like I didn't want to, like a I don't want to share you kind of energy. So somebody may not have wanted to share you with others, so they may try to have turned others against you so that they could keep you for themselves, and ultimately it backfired because they lost you anyway. Again, I said this in the reading that I did yesterday. I'm picking up on two feminines. There's more than one karmic feminine here. One attacked you out of jealousy and anger because they felt betrayed by you, because they felt abandoned by you, and to do with a relationship. And this other karmic feminine, that could be a karmic couple, or these three were working together to bring you down and destroy your relationship, okay? Because this feminine that's sad that you're no longer having contact was upset that you were in a relationship, and felt like the dynamic was changing and they didn't like the way things were going. They couldn't control, they lost control of the dynamic of the situation and they didn't like it. You were doing what was right for you. You were following your own path and they felt like they were being left behind. But they're not realising that it was their actions that kind of got them pushed out. But I do feel like there is a karmic couple that somehow got involved, and that this karmic, the feminine within this karmic couple manipulated the situation to make it worse, and now she's the one that's actually panicking about being found out. She's the one that wants to keep attacking you because she's angry that she's getting exposed, or she's angry and scared that she's going to be exposed, because I feel like she was the instigator for the attacks. I don't feel like this person would have attacked you on their own. I think they were probably saying horrible things behind your back and talking about you and saying nasty things behind your back, but I don't think that they would have outwardly attacked you if it wasn't for this karmic feminine and this karmic masculine. I feel like this karmic masculine was manipulated and lied to. We have the Earth Keeper, the Heart of the Sky, the Blade, and Thunder. Ooh. On the bottom of the deck we have Earth. Lots of Earth energy, okay? Lots of Earth energy. Earth represents the pentacles are represent earth in a tarot deck, or depending on the tarot deck, because obviously you can get ones with different things to represent the elements. But earth is about the physical. You're very grounded. You're very grounded, and this, like, you're in your emotions. This other person, these karmic feminines, are not. They may have tried to say that you're unstable, that you're emotionally unstable, but actually it's them that isn't emotionally stable. And with this thunder in this blade, I'm feeling like this is the karmic energy that's really angry, and they just want to cut you out. Someone's angry because you cut them off, that you cut them out. Well, that could be both. That both are angry that you've cut them off and they haven't managed to do it to you. Like, they thought they were cutting you off, but they're now realising that you've cut them out. Let me get some more with the heart of the sky. The heart of the sky, please, Spirit. Ooh. Fire. Lightning. This situation only ignited your passions further. It reignited your passions. Like, you're passionate about your spirituality. And, like, I'm not going to say, like, you weren't angry about the situation, but you knew how to channel that energy. You channeled that energy into your passions and your desires, and it's like healthy rage, if that makes sense. Whereas these karmic feminines, I don't feel like this karmic masculine in this couple is actually that angry. I think they're a little bit confused, but they don't feel like this card, this feminine is the feminine on this card is a bigger card than this one. It feels like, I wanted to say the masculine was just in it for the ride, okay? He just got pulled along. I think he was manipulated. But this karmic feminine, even the feminine on this card, the other karmic feminine, this one's the instigator. She's behind it all. But she's trying to stop people from discovering that she was behind it. So she needs to, there's this energy within her that she's telling herself that she needs to come at you, and she needs to, something to do with, if she confronts you, then it means that she's telling the truth, because you'll have no choice but to defend yourself. If she comes to face you, if she has it out with you, so to speak, whatever her issue is, or her made-up issue, I should say, whatever it is that she's told people about you, she's told them some sort of lie or mistruth. She's twisted something to make it look like something it's not, and so that she can make you look like you're something that you're not. And she's now in this mindset of, well, if I confront this feminine over it, then she's gonna, like, basically she's trying to get you, she's trying to set you up. She's trying to set you up Because if she confronts you, she thinks you're going to get aggressive or confrontational with her and start defending yourself, and that you'll slip up, drop yourself in it, and then she can go running back to everybody else going, I was right, I was right, I was right. She's admitted it. She's trying to put whatever this tower that she's going through, this exposure, she's trying to expose you before she gets exposed. It's not going to work. I can just see you going back to this verbal confrontation, just staying very calm and collected, and just saying to her, like, are you done now? Have you got that out of your system? Do you feel better? But you remaining, the point is, it doesn't matter what you say, it's that you're remaining calm and stable, and in doing that, she's kind of raging at you, but you're not raging at her. It's something we're trying to prove, that you're a psycho and that you're psychotic. But all I see is her being the one that's raging and raging at you, and you just standing there like, and I'm only it's not true. I don't need to defend myself because I know it's not true. Everything that you're saying it's not me. But then this making the karmic feminine just more and more angry. She's trying to set you up to take the fall for something that she's done. Yeah, she's trying to set you up. Oh. I just have no words for that. Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because you're going to know exactly what needs to be said in that moment. It's not going to pan out how she expects it to pan out. Let's get some advice or guidance, please, from Spirit with regards to how to move forward with this situation. Confidence is your key to its success. Just trust and have faith that Spirit does have your back, your ancestors have your back. Maybe in the past you weren't confident enough to face this person, even though you knew you hadn't done anything wrong. Maybe you just didn't have the confidence to stand up to this person, and maybe you weren't in a position to, but now you are. So now it's time to stand your ground and have the courage, and it's time to fight back. Okay, but there's a way to do it, and listen and trust your intuition. Your intuition will guide you, and Spirit, your spirit team and your ancestors are going to guide you in the way to stand your ground and fight back in the way that is right for you. Okay, bring love into the situation, and they're going to do it. Make sure it comes from a place of love and integrity. Okay, and making sure that the intention behind it is pure. All right. The answers that you need are coming. Absolutely, clarity will come. When the time is right, you will understand. You will have, when the time to speak up, there's a time is coming. A cycle is completing, and to end this cycle, you're gonna, with this Gemini card being air, you're gonna have to communicate something. But it's something about you're gonna have to step into your Queen of Swords energy. Okay, you're going to have to step into that Queen of Swords, and you're going to have to speak up. It's about knowing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And Spirit are going to guide you with this. Okay, as long as you trust your intuition and you make sure that you're coming from a heart space, heart-centered space, from truth and integrity. Stand in your truth and integrity. then this cycle is going to end. Okay, it's something to do with, yeah, your hard work is paying off. You've done the work that you need to do well, I wouldn't say you've done the work you need to do. You've done the work to get you this far, okay, to bring this cycle in to some sort of completion. Don't let this person pull you in to back into this cycle. Okay, you've done the work. This cycle, it's paying off. This cycle is closing out, but there is one last thing for you that you need to do. Okay, and this is in the form of communication. It doesn't even have to be verbal. Okay, it could be a written communication with this person, but there's some sort of form of communication that you are going to have to. Oops, sorry. You're going to have to do. You're going to have. There's going to be this karmic feminine is going to come to you in one way or another, because she's going to lose patience. Okay, something is not playing out quick enough for her. She's not getting to you quick enough. She's going to slip up because she's rushing it. Take your time, bide your time, and when the time is right, you will know exactly what needs to be said, when it needs to be said, and how it needs to be said. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to pull some affirmations to end on. Okay, affirmations are positive statements about what you want, how you want to be, what you want your life to be, and they can help you to maintain a positive mindset. Okay, so we're going to get a couple of affirmations just to finish off on. Okay. Some affirmations, please, Spirit. What affirmations are going to help us to maintain positive mindset throughout this situation? Yeah, I'm not taking all of those. I'll take 3. Take 3, please. I just heard 3 as the magic number. There could be 3 feminines within this, but I feel like there's 2 feminines and a masculine specifically, okay? Or that were involved. Today, everything is unfolding perfectly according to a greater plan. Absolutely trust, continue to have trust and faith that everything's unfolding as it should, and that this situation needs to play out how it needs to play out, okay? And that it will be for your highest and greatest good. The universe has something very special in store for me. Absolutely, you're coming into some abundance, but you need to close this cycle out first. Life is good to me. Absolutely. Keep that in mind, that it's happening for you, not to you. Okay? On the bottom of the deck, letting go creates space for me to receive. Absolutely. Letting these people go, shedding them instead of your self-confidence and your self-esteem allowed abundance and a deeper level of self-respect and self-confidence to come in for you. It also it's allowing new people to enter your life. It's allowing you to focus on the people that care about you and truly have good intentions for you. Okay, I hope that helps someone. I'm going to leave it there. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Namaste.